Not all travel destinations are sun-soaked beaches or charming cityscapes. Some places hide chilling secrets beneath their beautiful exteriors. These are the locations where history took a dark turn, where disasters struck, atrocities unfolded, and tragedy left a lasting mark. Yet today, they stand open to visitors, not as morbid curiosities, but as powerful reminders of humanity's past. In this video, we'll take you on a journey to 10 places you can still visit, each with a haunting story that echoes through time. These aren't just tourist spots, they are living memorials, historical warnings, and places of reflection. Get ready to uncover the world's most eerie, tragic, and unforgettable destinations. In 1986, reactor number 4 at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant exploded, releasing deadly radiation across Europe. The nearby city of Pripyat, home to thousands of workers and their families, was evacuated within days. Today, Chernobyl stands as a haunting reminder of human error and technological catastrophe. Nature has since reclaimed much of the area, turning it into a surreal ghost town where wildlife roams free among decaying buildings. Guided tours now allow visitors to explore the exclusion zone, including the abandoned amusement park and the iconic Ferris wheel that never saw a single ride. While it remains dangerous in certain spots, much of the area is considered safe for short visits. Chernobyl is not just a tourist attraction. It's a sobering experience and a living lesson in the cost of negligence, mismanagement, and disaster response failures. For those who visit, it is a journey into the eerie silence left behind by one of the worst nuclear disasters in history. Auschwitz-Birkenau was the largest Nazi concentration and extermination camp during World War II, where over 1.1 million people were murdered. Located near the Polish town of Auschwitz, this site has been preserved as a memorial and museum. Walking through the barracks, gas chambers, and crematoria offers a harrowing look into the brutality of the Holocaust. Personal items like shoes, suitcases, and hair of victims are displayed in glass cases, making the horror profoundly real. Auschwitz isn't a place of entertainment, but of reflection and education. It's visited by millions each year who wish to honor the victims and ensure such atrocities are never repeated. The silence that hangs over the camp is heavy, filled with the echoes of unimaginable suffering. It serves as a stark reminder of where hatred, prejudice, and blind obedience can lead. Visiting Auschwitz is a sobering, emotional experience that leaves a lasting impact on all who walk through its gates. At the base of Mount Fuji lies Aokigahara, a dense, eerily quiet forest, also known as the Suicide Forest. With a tragic reputation as one of the world's most notorious suicide hotspots, it has a dark and unsettling energy. The forest's dense trees and volcanic rock floor absorb sound, creating an unnatural stillness that amplifies the feeling of isolation. Signs in Japanese at the entrance urge visitors to seek help and not take their own lives. Despite its morbid fame, Aokigahara is also known for its natural beauty and lava caves. It's possible to hike the trails and explore its unique ecosystem, but respect and sensitivity are essential. Japanese authorities and volunteers regularly patrol the forest to help those in distress and maintain its safety. Aokigahara stands as both a symbol of personal despair and a call for mental health awareness. Its haunting silence reminds us of the importance of compassion, connection, and the value of every life. Located in the middle of San Francisco Bay, Alcatraz Island once held some of America's most dangerous criminals, including Al Capone and Robert Stroud, the Birdman of Alcatraz. The federal prison operated from 1934 to 1963 and was known for its inescapable location, surrounded by cold, treacherous waters. Today, Alcatraz is a National Historic Site and museum, drawing visitors from around the world. Tourists can walk through the crumbling cell blocks, solitary confinement units, and the warden's office while listening to chilling audio guides narrated by former guards and inmates. Beyond its criminal past, Alcatraz also has a layered history of Native American occupation and protest. In 1969, a group of indigenous activists occupied the island for 19 months to raise awareness of Native rights. Alcatraz is more than a former prison. It's a place where stories of punishment, resistance, and human endurance intersect. The eerie atmosphere, combined with panoramic views of San Francisco, make it one of America's most haunting and memorable historic sites. Poveglia Island, located in the Venetian Lagoon, is considered one of the most haunted places in the world. Used as a quarantine zone for plague victims in the 18th century, thousands of people were brought here to die. Later, it became a mental asylum, where horrific medical experiments were rumored to have taken place. The island's dark reputation has made it a subject of fascination and fear. Though officially closed to tourists, Poveglia can be seen from passing boats, and some daring explorers have illegally set foot on its cursed soil. The decaying buildings, overgrown vegetation, and mass graves add to its chilling atmosphere. Local legends speak of restless spirits, eerie whispers, and strange lights. Poveglia is a stark example of how beauty and horror can coexist. Its peaceful waters hide a deeply traumatic past. It serves as a reminder of how societies treat the sick, the unwanted, and the mentally ill throughout history. Its story is a haunting chapter in Venice's rich and complex history. Located in Harbin, China, Unit 731 was a covert biological and chemical warfare research facility operated by the Imperial Japanese Army during World War II. Behind its walls, unspeakable experiments were carried out on civilians and prisoners of war. Victims were subjected to vivisections, weapon testing, and other forms of brutal scientific torture. The atrocities committed here rival those of any other war crime in modern history. For decades, the horrors of Unit 731 were denied or ignored, but today the site serves as a museum and memorial. Visitors can walk through the remaining buildings, view disturbing exhibits, and learn the truth behind Japan's wartime experiments. It's a difficult place to visit, one that confronts the darkest depths of human cruelty in the name of science and war. Unit 731 is not for the faint of heart, but for those who wish to understand the full scale of World War II atrocities. It's an essential, harrowing stop. Once a high school in Phnom Penh, Tuol Sleng was transformed into Security Prison 21 by the Khmer Rouge regime between 1975 and 1979. It became a torture center where over 17,000 people were imprisoned, interrogated, and executed. The building now operates as a genocide museum, preserving the memory of the victims and exposing the horrors of the regime. Visitors can see the original prison cells, photographs of victims, and haunting torture instruments. The walls still bear scratch marks and bloodstains, leaving a powerful impression. Tuol Sleng is not only a site of remembrance, but also an educational tool against tyranny and genocide. It's a chilling reminder of how quickly ideology can turn deadly and how fragile human rights can be under oppressive rule. For anyone traveling to Cambodia, this museum is a vital, heart-wrenching piece of the country's history. Beneath the romantic city streets of Paris lies a macabre maze, the catacombs. In the late 18th century, Paris's cemeteries were overflowing, leading city officials to relocate bones into abandoned quarry tunnels. Today, the catacombs hold the remains of over 6 million people. Skulls and femurs are stacked neatly in bone-lined corridors that stretch for miles beneath the city. The catacombs are open for guided tours, offering a chilling contrast to the bustling, vibrant life above ground. This silent underground ossuary reveals a darker side to Paris, one that speaks of death, disease, and the pressure of urban life. While it may feel like stepping into a horror movie set, the catacombs were created out of necessity, not malice. They're a testament to how cities adapt and evolve, even in the face of death. On June 10, 1944, the Nazi SS massacred 642 inhabitants of the French village of Oradour-sur-Glane in retaliation for the local resistance's activities. Men were shot in barns, women and children burned alive in a church. After the war, the French government decided not to rebuild the village, but to preserve it in its ruined state as a memorial. Walking through Oradour today is like stepping into a moment, frozen in time. Burnt-out cars, collapsed buildings, and rusting bicycles remain where they stood that day. The site serves as a powerful tribute to innocent lives lost and the brutality of war. It's a stark, heartbreaking reminder of the costs of hatred and the importance of remembering history's darkest moments so they are never repeated. Just a few kilometers from Chernobyl, the Pripyat amusement park was scheduled to open on May 1st, 1986, just days after the nuclear disaster struck. It never saw a single guest. The Ferris wheel, bumper cars, and swings now stand rusting and decayed, symbols of innocence lost. Designed to bring joy, the park has become one of the most haunting images of the Chernobyl tragedy. Overgrown and silent, it draws photographers, thrill-seekers, and history buffs alike. Its presence serves as a reminder of how quickly life can change, how disaster can turn celebration into mourning, and how even places built for fun can become eerie monuments to human error. These 10 destinations remind us that history isn't always locked away in books or museums. Sometimes it's hidden in plain sight, wrapped in beauty, sorrow, or silence. They're places where you can walk through the shadows of the past and feel the weight of real events that shaped lives and nations. Whether it's a forest echoing with personal tragedy or a prison with tales of resilience, each of these places challenges us to reflect, remember, and grow. So the next time you're planning your travels, consider stepping off the beaten path, because sometimes the darkest places hold the brightest lessons.